Guys,
Carla, thank you so much for being here. I'm such a fan.
so happy to be here. Thank you so much. Likewise.
And talking in the green room, I mean, outside of being on the show, you are also a huge fan of music. You love music. You have a great knowledge of it. Famous for making his own playlists for his characters in the show. Did your playlist and his ever conflict in your thoughts about the character? Not on her covers.
No, it's the most recent album actually, but the covers album I love so much. That Satisfaction. There's so many great things on there.
Oh, you must love, if you're from Pacific Northwest and you like music, you must love this band. Oh, you've never heard talking about this as well. He was a journalist for Rolling Stone and other magazines covering rock bands like Skynyrd, rock and roll stars like David Bowie.
Right, Pearl Jam.
So,
was from a true story of some, friend of his, or if he didn't experience it directly.
now, Cameron Crowe as a writer, I think Roger Ebert had said this about.
So similar.
It's very, very, very similar, right?
It is really an amazing thing. Also, I think because we were doing a show about crew, our crew, I always feel like, I am the crew anyway. We're all in this together, and we're all, it's one of the things I love about movies is when you look at the end.
About halfway through the season, it's kind of switched, and you're kind of the de facto.
And
but I'm glad you brought it up first, because I don't look that bad now.
And Marty Callner. Who
you get painted?
Yes.
At one point,
yes,
you get your portrait painted by another beautiful 90s television show.
I did forget about that. I did forget about that, yes. So yeah, I would, and it was so fascinating to see that kind of different persona, because it was also a different time. I mean, it wasn't, social media wasn't what it is now.
Less interested in the sort of the like, always doing a San Andreas type of movie, and then doing very small movies with your partner, Sebastian Gutierrez.
Yeah,
the two of you made 3 or 4 like pretty small independent films, right?
We've made some medium budget ones.
Done before in terms of just playing extremely strong women, strong, capable, tough women.
Thank you.
You love acting, that it's kind of like the love of your life. I'm going to ask you a kind of corny question. What do you think you love most about acting? Because I
was when I was a kid. And I think part of the thing that I love about acting too,
really
someone you go to that you trust for,
thumbs up,
Exactly.
So this weekend is the finale, this season's finale of Roadies, and you have an amazing roster of musicians.
We really do.
Rock stars appearing on it. Eddie Vedder, right?
Yeah.
Can you give us a?
I feel like they got the credit they deserve, so I'd be interested in seeing what. Anyway, and then Alive. I mean, it's so crazy that Bowie's not with us anymore. I still feel like that counts, but. That's a tough one, because I'm a huge Sleater Kinney fan, but they have that would be a very small tour.
Do you immediately imagine yourself as the outsider trying to break in with that crew of the actual crew?
Totally. You know what? Maybe I'd go with Wilco, actually. That might be who. I'm a huge Wilco fan, so.
Wow, that's awesome. Next question.
Spoon. Oh, God.
Oh, Spoon is a good one.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi. The seeds of it were written by Zach so beautifully, and then he really allowed both Oscar Isaac and I to really collaborate on the creation of those characters, and so that was really interesting, and just sort of researching that part of the world, and then where her accent would be coming from, and should it be Russian or this was really interesting, oddly, because it wasn't from a sort of emotional or an acting standpoint that it was challenging, as much as I did every stunt they would let me do on that movie, which was a lot of them, and I might have even ended up doing more stunts than Dwayne, which I don't think